Thanks for coming in today. I'm sure you'll find by the end of the demonstration that your time has been very well spent. You know, in today's busy office environment, there have been a lot of changes that put a lot of stress on the technologies that we employ to help us be more productive. Times have changed. We have less time to do more work, and in many cases we have less people to help us accomplish the task. Systems like the Xerox WorkCentre 7665 were designed specifically to help us accomplish more tasks in a finite period of time. As a matter of fact, Xerox has the widest array and fullest width of product in the color category of anyone in this planet, all the way from 18 pages a minute to 90 pages a minute, everything in between, including the WorkCentre 7132 for small size work groups, entry-level color requirements, 8 pages a minute full color, 32 pages a minute monochrome, to our mid-volume groups, such as the 2636, 26 pages a minute in color, 36 pages a minute in monochrome, supporting a moderate-sized work group. Then all the way up to our flagship product, the WorkCentre 7665, the most productive, high-performance, color-capable system on the market today. 65 pages a minute in monochrome and 50 pages a minute in full color. Now, let's go back and review some of the things we chatted about in your office the other day, because the WorkCentre 7665 is here to answer those questions for you today. First one was, do the system I choose, can it allow me and help me to complete the task in a more productive manner? Can it help me do the job? Can it help me meet those project deadlines? Nextly, can the system that I select actually be easy to use? You know, it doesn't matter if it's productive. If we can't use it, we won't use it. So is it easy to use, manage, and monitor? The next thing is, can it help me work in two different worlds simultaneously? An electronic world and a hard copy world. And can it help me convert those hard copy documents to an electronic format in a timely manner? Next, can I keep it secure? This system is a very sophisticated product. I didn't say complex, I said sophisticated. And as such, it should help me move between a digital world and a hard copy world and back seamlessly. Next, quality. High quality output, both in monochrome and color, is critically important. So what about the quality? What has Xerox done to make sure that we get the highest quality output? And last but not least, can I control the cost? When I look at this class of technology, one of the things that we want to really look at is getting a good return on our investment, because it is an investment when I have this technology to help me be more productive. Now, let's get started, and let's look at one of the things that really makes the WorkCentre 7665 the most productive device that you'll ever find, and its ability to handle multiple types of jobs at the same time. I've got right now in a batch file on my PC over here several jobs, a combination of Word, PowerPoint, PDF, Outlook, and Excel. Those jobs are simplexed and duplex, stapled and unstapled. And I'm going to submit them to the WorkCentre 7665 at exactly the same time. Because what this does is it really emulates a busy, typical office environment where you have several people, 5, 10, 15 people, that unbeknownst to me submit work to the device of different kinds. And they're processing onto the hard drive inside the WorkCentre 7665. And that queue will now be managed by the system. How productive is that? So let's release those jobs right now and see how it does. I have now released those jobs. They're being processed and have already started to output. Now, while it's doing that, let's take a tour of the WorkCentre 7665. Productive. The most productive system in the world today. 65 pages a minute monochrome, 50 pages a minute in full color. But it doesn't stop there. First copy out speed in monochrome, 5.5 seconds, and less than 9 seconds in full color. High capacity. I have the ability, with the standard configuration, to have over 3,260 sheets of paper online and available. And with the high capacity feeder, I can go to 5,260 sheets. The total package. Scan speed in monochrome, 80 pages a minute. Scan page in color, 50 pages a minute. And I have multi options when it comes to finishing. 3-hole drill, style stitching booklet maker, as well as multi-position stapling. So regardless of the application that you need to fulfill, we have the correct finisher for you to make sure that you're always getting the desired output. Now, what we've also done is looked at a system that is not just multifunction, but multitasking. I've submitted these jobs in printing, but it is multifunction, right? Copy, print, fax, and scan. So let's make a copy and see how productive it is. What I'm going to do is ask it to make a copy, and I'm going to make that copy into the top tray. It's going to print into the bottom tray and copy into the top. Now, while it's copying and printing at the same time, you'll notice one thing. There is no delay between the copies and the print. And the reason for that is Xerox design architecture. We have something called parallel processing, which means we have multiple subsystems, each dedicated to the task. So that from a printing standpoint, there is a complete subsystem that is handling the printing queue. And as soon as I scanned my document in to copy, there was a completely total separate subsystem that handled the copy queue. As a matter of fact, both queues were simultaneously processed and submitted to the print engine. The Xerox product actually does not know the difference between a copy and a print. Both queues were processed and submitted to the print engine in one straight queue. In other words, there is no difference and no delay between copying and printing. The most productive system on the market. Most other vendors share processing power, which means that it has to process one queue, suspend an operation to process another one, not Xerox. Which brings us to usability. Is it easy to use and manage? Now you'll notice that we have completed the task. All the jobs have been completed and are done. So we have our jobs in both monochrome and color. The most productive system on the marketplace today. It all starts with usability. Large color touch screen. All the features and capabilities I need to access the system are right here, very visible. And I can move back and forth between all the different capabilities very easily. Now, what I also want to do is have the ability to use the system remotely. So Xerox has a complete suite of packages such as Cineware Internet Services, which allows me to remotely submit a job. I could be at home on the weekend and realize that I have something I need to do. All I need is the IP address of the system, and I have complete use of as if I were standing in front of it or at my desk in the office. And I also have the ability to look at all the queues and all queue management, whether I'm sitting in front of the system or whether I'm using it here. Coupled with Xerox device management software, which gives me proactive alerts. Xerox Cineware can look into the future and tell me that tomorrow I'm going to need to add magenta toner. Xerox Cineware can also help me be proactive and actually ask a question differently today than we've ever had to ask in the future. One is, what is your service response time? That's the old question. The new question is, what have you done when you design the system to make sure that I have better uptime? There is a tremendous difference between service response time and product uptime. And Xerox Smart Kits are the solution to that. Smart Kits combined with Internet Services allows me, on the fly, to be proactive in maintenance. I don't have to make service calls to do the most routine service. And Smart Kits are, in fact, the solution to that.